slanted roof for our house, then
Oh
I
yeah,
realized that like there's no place for us to have personal vaults and also be able to like store our ingots and
yeah.
heavy metal. You know, seeing as I'm in that kind of predicament right now. So I was like, how the heck do I do this? And now I'm redoing the whole roof. What now?
There you go.
Now, short more ceilings again. Typical. Correct amount for that, probably. Correct amount of ceiling.
Be careful out there. We're all counting on you.
Just all that though.
Hey, what up?
This motherfucker's rip. Rest in peace.
How's everyone doing today?
Oh crap. Oh no. I'm over encumbered. Just like
Head for the location on your HUD.
Why'd you become over encumbered, man?
I picked it too much stuff.
These enemies must be defeated.
My guy's about to pass out again from being thirsty.
Oh, pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Not too much going on. We're gonna jump on, run a little bit of the Mega Hive. Probably only be able to stream for an hour or so right now, but then I'll be back on later tonight and start up another stream. Gotta try to get these exotics for Hulk.
You're doing great out there, by the way.
Thanks. I'm really trying not to screw up in front of all my childhood heroes.
Oh, did you listen to the roadmap that they put out? Was it yesterday, I believe they put it out?
Me? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Yeah, they have a pretty interesting roadmap. Like, they're actually going to be upgrading the characters to give them new skill trees and all that sort of stuff. Pretty cool. How much Valor do I have at the moment? Let me show you. I would like it to be a little bit higher, but it's 2357. Obviously that jumps up quite a bit once I get my damage buff from the chest piece that I have on right. Not that chest piece, this chest piece right here that I have on. The chance taking damage grants the damage buff. I can show you once I get the damage buff up how much I'm running. But yeah, 23. I'd like that to be more like probably around the 26 to 27 range. Oh yeah, they laid out a pretty decent, like, they didn't want to give exact dates on anything because they're not 100% sure when it'll actually come out, but, okay, I got that thing. But yeah, they set out a pretty decent roadmap.
They put Wolverine in that game. Like,
Hey, what up?
How awful it, like, the elevator scenes are all day and all that stuff.
Play Wolverine no matter what.
If I would play Wolverine no matter what. Like, the fact that Wolverine was in Fortnite almost made me go back to that game. And
Wolverine's pretty cool. I do have to say, Wolverine's pretty cool.
Oh, I thought you said Fortnite's pretty cool, my bro.
No, I can't do Fortnite.
I mean, I used to be hard into it around 2019, but like, they just started getting goofy with the content, and
One of
you
their
know,
agents
can't
is
do it.
down.
Yeah, I can't support it. They got silly. Well, I mean, it's okay, but like, the fact that there's bots in public lobbies, that's a problem.
Another agent
Like, that's a
down.
big,
Yeah.
to anybody that's a competitor, that's a problem.
Oh yeah.
Big, big problems.
Well done. That squad member has been
And
neutralized.
I was hoping they would, you know, address that at some point. Oh, they're just cool bots, okay.
Another enemy defeated.
There's really no value to killing one. You're just like, oh yeah, I killed somebody, but it probably was a bot. So.
Oh yeah, let me show you what my oh no, damage buff just. Oh, I got a defense buff, not a damage buff on right now. Where's this freaking guy at?
The team are no longer a threat.
Sorry, what was that? Oh yeah, that's weird. No, like I definitely deal more damage when the damage buff activates. It actually increases all your stats. I think it works anyhow. Hasn't not worked, but as many bugs that are still in this game, I wouldn't doubt if something's bugging you out.
Hey, Kay. You good?
Hey?
Yeah, that felt wrong when I said it. I'm experimenting with nicknames.
I need my damage buff to activate because I get brought down to like level 2, so even with my damage buff activating on my Iron Man, I'm like hitting 500 damage. Because the game's like, hey,
Head for the
you're no
location
longer
on your
150
HIVE.
now, bro. You're down to level 2. Good luck.
Yeah.
Godspeed. Did I not learn? I'll wait a bit. I can't believe I'm playing this game again, bro.
I can't believe you're playing that game again.
Well, like when I realized my character wasn't completely gone and stuff, and that there's a hope, you know, to like getting back into it a little bit. Why not?
These enemies must be defeated.
I don't know. I don't think it's worth.
Oh no, even though it like lags out and stuff, it's functional better than that game. It's possible, bro. Maybe, you know.
I don't mind Arc. It's so friggin' yeah, 'cause if you look at the stats now, my melee is up to 29 and then 33, and then range goes up as well. But I find I deal a bit more damage while it's up for sure, especially from my ultimates and stuff like that. Oh, give me one sec.
Place that or the game stuff.
Yeah. Any of you guys on stream watch the dev talk?
The enemies have been defeated.
Oh, sorry, what's this? It's not bad. 32 heroic's definitely good. You want your heroic and melee definitely up on the Hulk. I find his health doesn't need to be super high, just because as long as you can gather up the orbs, you can keep Bone Shaker up most of the time, which makes him really survivable. So, but 12k is pretty decent. That gives you a nice survivable amount. I have a bit lower than that, but you definitely have some decent gear there because your stats are quite a bit higher than mine. Yeah, this is the Mega Hive. I'm just running it, trying to get gear for Hulk, exotics. Hey, what up?
Team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
Yeah, they're supposed to be introducing, like, there's the Omega level threats, which are supposed to be sort of the raids. That's what the first, you know what thing there is gonna be, the Sub-Zero base or whatever, the cloning labs.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
But then, apparently when Black Panther comes out in the beginning of the year, there's supposed to be a, Black Panther raid come out. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the Omega threat? Is it just like 5? Like, just 5 of the abominations again? Or something?
It's the 3 abominations. It's supposed to be the first one.
That's all
But they did say that they are bringing out new, they're going to be bringing out new bosses and all that sort of stuff. They should buffer this first Omega level threat. It's going to be the same. Yeah, definitely Hulk is based around his skills. I mean, it's nice to have a little bit of a decent melee on him just because he,
Okay, say it.
when you don't have your abilities or you're not using them for a certain point. But with the Hulk, you can pretty much just constantly rotate your abilities. Yeah, I know. Hulk is pretty fun. I like him.
Head for the location on your HUD.
There's a couple exotic pieces that I need to really make him
Chest with
like
gear.
really good, but oh gosh, I'm stuck. Could you stop, please?
There's a chest
Like
with
the one that gives you the 30% increased damage while to taunted enemies. That's a really good exotic that I would like to get.
These enemies must be defeated.
I must.
Weren't they like bringing it like a mega adaptoid like that game or something?
I think they're gonna be making one, but I don't know when that'll be.
Nice. I just don't know how I feel about fighting through the same thing that I've been fighting for months.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the. Oh yeah, we're gonna just throw you in against 3 friggin' abominations that you've already fought, but I don't know. Apparently, there's supposed to be unique mechanics to it, so.
You watch it be this though. Just watch out! You killed one of those abominations in 20 seconds, but we got 3 of them, so it should take you 60 seconds. Like, what if you go in there and you just beat the boss, like...
Well, that's why I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's not just so easy like these, like the normal bosses that you can go run in and like if you have like a Iron Man build or even Thor can do it too. That you can just friggin' nuke a boss down in like seconds.
Yeah, right? That's ridiculous. I mean...
I'm like super aggravated though that they're actually planning on friggin' nerfing Thor. They actually thinking about nerfing him.
Nerfing Thor. The man can't dodge worth nothing. Just put an enemy that can...
No, but he like how his
attack him like
stats can go higher than everybody and he can deal more damage. But I'm like, first of all, it's Thor. If you're actually going with the comics, Thor is supposed to be pretty strong. And secondly, stop friggin' nerfing people. Just friggin' buff the other characters if you think that friggin' Thor's stronger than them. Which I don't think he is. I think he's probably like on par. He's probably one of the higher ones up there, but he's definitely not. I wouldn't say the strongest.
Every game does that though. They, instead of buffing a character up to the place that another character is, they always nerf it. And every time they do, they always wreck that character. Like,
yeah, I hate when they nerf characters. I absolutely hate nerfing characters. I would way rather you be like, okay, this character's too strong for the game. We're gonna buff other people to him.
They do it all the time. They do it in Apex. Stupid. They say that they do it to like balance the game, but you could balance the game just by buffing. Like, I don't see why you need to go that route. I guess if you did do that though, I think maybe every time you did a patch notes, you wouldn't see like, oh, we buffed so and so, and you know, turn the tide on. What you wanna, I guess, go for.
Well, so I hate that. Like I play Marvel Strike Force, and they do the exact same thing in Marvel Strike Force. They just oh, we're gonna debuff this character. Why debuff him? We're gonna just make other characters stronger. Like Marvel's Avengers, or not Marvel's Avengers. We're gonna Strike Force isn't as bad for it, but
I'm inside AIM security system.
I think I might actually switch out to the other friggin' artifact or whatever the elite
AIM has initiated
thing. I think I deal enough damage, so I don't really need to have this orb thing because I kill enough people. Of course, this is just on normal difficulty, but brutal. It's a little bit more. Brutal Soul's hard, like overly hard. I just find there's no point to play on Brutal right now because they don't do much for you.
Just I guess if you want to have it said that you play on Brutal, but like really no point.
No.
You're literally putting in more work for not.
You're putting in more work for nothing.
You might as well just do it on the other one.
They say there's increased drop rates, but I haven't seen it.
I mean, I'm one of them guys too, like, you know me from ESO, like, I don't like playing easy content, but in that game, it's just longer elevator scenes, takes longer to get the elevator scenes, you know, just because I'm just trying to run things on higher difficulty, and I don't get any better rewards, really, for it. They say that you have a better chance. I haven't seen it. And from people that I've talked to, you might as well just run it, you know, so, I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
I'm really excited for Black Panther, but...
Yeah, he'd be fun. Yeah, well, 14k on friggin' Thor, that'd be crazy. I think on my Thor I only have, I think it's like 9 or something like that, and he deals crazy damage. At 14, you'd be like friggin' nuking things. And yeah, I totally agree. I hate nerfs. They should definitely just buff characters. Like, if anything, I think Captain America needs a buff.
He needs work. Jeez.
Black Widow can do quite a bit. I don't really know if she needs a buff. She can do quite a bit, but Cap definitely needs a buff. I think he's probably the weakest out of all of them, to be honest with you. Kamala's pretty strong.
Kamala's in a good place right now for support, honestly.
I think everyone, honestly, is pretty balanced besides Cap. I mean, I struggled with getting Cap even to a playable state.
I wonder if it's playstyle, though. It might be. Because, I mean, I've seen some people do the Frisbee thing and wreck stuff pretty good.
Yeah, you can hurt things. I'm not saying you can't destroy things, but like other characters can do it way better than he can. Not saying he's not good. I've seen some pretty decent Captain America builds, but I still think he's probably the weakest.
Yeah.
Be careful out there. We're all counting on you.
Craig hooked me up with a boss Rex. It's red. It's got a blue spine on it, though. I've got it almost full grown now.
Huh. Well, then we got, I think, 3 more of these things, maybe even 2 more. I'm not sure. And we'll see if we can get any good exotics, which I highly doubt it.
Updating your HUD. Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Look at team.
One of their agents is down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
Oh my goodness.
Another enemy defeated.
Misclicked and crafted a small planter pot thing. Not what I wanted to do.
The team are no longer a threat.
Oh, bad.
All I do is win, win, win.
RG the other day is one.
All I do is win.
Did you know that this season in Apex for ranked, I got a. This isn't that impressive, but I'm proud of it. Not impressive to the world, but I'm proud. I have a 1.73k kill to death
We've
ratio
talked
on
about
ranked.
this tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna be the one to tell Banner he's hugging the hot water.
I have like a solid 0.9.
AIM has a server bank nearby.
Yeah, but that's your career though, isn't it?
I think so. I don't know what mine is for just seasons, but
Well, my season's actually a little bit lower than my ranks. I think it's because I play a little bit more cautious when I'm ranked play, so
yeah.
I'm taking
There
stupid
they are.
fights.
Neutralize them.
Alright, neutralize some enemies. Oh,
Rage
data
quit from
banks.
Apex
AIM will
like
throw everything at
two
you
days
to
ago
keep their
because
servers
I
intact.
get spawned in, right?
Destroy them
I have
all.
one teammate, my other random dropped out, and then so it's just me and this dude, you know, right, in a trios lobby,
Yeah.
and the man's just not doing anything. So I had to solo 1v3 a squad, killed all of them, and then started fighting
This is
another
what I love
dude,
about Hulk right here.
killed them, and then
Yeah, so that did not spawn as many heroic corpses as I thought it was going to. Gosh, dang it.
took the ring off, didn't you?
Huh?
You took the ring off, didn't you?
No, I haven't took it off yet. I think it's a smarter thing if you just want to go for straight damage with Hulk. I think he does spawn enough orbs to... As long as you're in decent groups of enemies to make it work fine.
The server is down. Well done.
Down here. 1 second. Gosh. No. You guys can die. Oh, okay, sorry. Can you help me improve? Yeah, I'm going to be doing another stream tonight. I only got like an hour or so, a little over an hour to play right now, but I am going to be starting up another stream a little bit later on tonight, and in that stream I will be taking anyone who wants help upgrading characters or just need help running something, anything like that. I'll be taking people in and helping them do whatever they need to do. So yeah, if you want to pop back into the stream later tonight, which will probably be going live in another like 3 hours or whatever from now, I definitely will help you out.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, it's just that one shoulder ever since I got back.
Oh, careful not to throw out your hip next, old man.
It's funny.
I'm not joking.
You trying to get tossed into orbit for a few years?
Well, right now for me, it is 4:40. I gotta take off around 5:30, but then I'll be back on probably around 7 o'clock. So I don't know. Yeah. If you're on around that time, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification, and then it will tell you every time I go live. So Yeah, if you are on. It's 6, so you're 2 hours ahead of me. So if I get on at 7, it'll be around 9 o'clock your time.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
But I mean, if you can't get on, oh gosh, if you can't get on around that time, I do, yeah, I do help people out as much as I can. I usually try to do it on live streams. So if you can't make it this time, I usually try to do a live stream at least every other day. So.
The fact that you heard that you had two-step and then repeated it was the worst.
I had to.
Just laughed it along. Like, I do. Okay. Do. Got you. He's making a song at this point.
Doo-doo. Huh?
That was great. Yeah.
Holy, 11:40. You're quite a few hours ahead.
11:40. This man's like on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, he is, because it's like 7:45 for me. That's crazy. He must have been like England or somewhere. Not England. Where? Somewhere over there in Europe. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. It's pretty good. It's obsidian.
Oh. Oh my god.
It's good to see you like this, Tommy.
Dressed?
In control. Composed.
Oh, Germany. That's a ways away.
Germany? Hey.
Me too.
Hey, what's up? I seen your message there saying that you had some stuff to show me. Get your Hulk buffed up a bit more.
Head for the location on your HUD.
So not gonna make this happen. Oh gosh. Ice beam hurts.
These enemies must be
Do you
defeated.
remember Iceman and Maverick from here?
I believe I remember playing with them, yeah.
Yeah, they gave me a nice statted videos on. Really nice. Getting all kinds of handouts over there.
Handouts. Just taking freebies.
Well, to be fair, I saved Iceman from the lava cave one day. So
Not really.
yeah, he was in lava cave, right? So I was going over there to get the artifact, and then as I pull up, I'm getting some, getting my file out and everything, getting everything geared up. And so he just comes blitzing out to the lava cave as I'm going in. His file is bloody as heck. He's bloody as heck. His arm is broken everywhere. And I asked him, I said, hey, like that, and he goes, hey, I was like, you alright? He goes, no, I almost died, man. He's like, I have no idea how to do this. So I ended up having to help him go get the artifact and stuff. It's pretty funny. He's all freaked out.
You mind shoving over a bit? I was kidding. Never mind.
Excuse me. My bad.
Come on, elevator scene. We know we love you, but
Oh wow, I wouldn't go that far.
oh gosh, my inventory's all filled up with blue gear. It's not cool.
I don't know what to think about you now. After you said that, it shooketh my trust in you. Like the elevator scenes, bruh.
They're golden, man. That's what we live for in this game. Elevator
The
scenes.
elevator scene? Oh my gosh, bro. Wash your mouth out with soap. Jeez.
Hmm.
You're delusional. Those peppers must have messed you up. What you thinking? I don't know if we could be friends anymore. TwoStep.
Listen, everyone secretly loves the elevator scenes.
One of our shield allies nearby could use some help.
That's what we live for. Elevator scenes. Oh, don't you hit me. There we go.
Like, so when I go into elevators in real life, I feel kind of claustrophobic in the way that there's music playing, and then it's taking forever to get through this thing, right? When I go in that game and I go into that many elevator scenes, it ends up giving me the same anxiety problems. It's just like, I don't want to be here, can you please hurry
Every member
up?
of the elite team must be defeated.
There's all kinds of other issues. How is that not... whatever,
Ow.
One of their agents is down. Excellent. Another agent down.
Craft a vault.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized. Team are no longer a threat.
You know what? Raider was supposed to get on and help me with crafting a industrial cooker, but because I accidentally learned the wrong thing, but by that time I'm gonna end up having to drink this mid-brew again.
Oh, yeah.
Do you realize you have somebody that has COVID in the back of your house?
I can infiltrate their security
Liz is like coughing like crazy.
They will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol
There's
if
no
they
way
gain
that's
access
not
to the
like-
terminals.
Yeah.
You cannot let
Really? I thought that was a dude. No.
inside AIM security system.
Really? Is she sick? She not feeling good?
I don't know, she's had this cough for a little bit.
Take a break.
Will overcome it.
That helps, thank you.
Cat's trying to make
I'm
me feel
inside
better.
AIM security system.
Yeah, I need to wait like another 4 hours before I can reset my engines because I accidentally clicked on the gas and I was going around and like learned everything that's relevant to that, which took all my points away. So I couldn't learn.
Beginning infiltration.
But anyway, so I having to wait for her to get her button doing the cooker done.
I'm inside
She's
AIM
like, she's been up
security
since
system.
really, so she's really tired. So I'm just like sitting here just
helps, thank
hoping
you.
that it'll work out where I place the pipes. Also hoping that, you know, we get done so to see what other kind of
AIM
resources we got
security system.
to work with to build other things.
I understand that. Sometimes it glitches out and doesn't even give you any friggin' orbs.
AIM has initiated their shutdown protocol. AIM is trying to remove me from their systems.
Okay, you didn't get that.
That helps, thank you. The shutdown protocol is progressing.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go to Valguera or whatever it's called and try to look into the Ab Cave.
I'm inside
See if
AIM
I can't
security
find the,
system.
an aberrant Anki. I think they have Ankies in there, right?
Can't remember.
Reached AIM security network.
The only thing is I don't have like overpowered pilot. All I got to 130 Raptor that I tamed. So on an RG to get over there, so it's going to be a bit of a rough thing and a bit of a risk, you know.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to do it just because it's an event. It's event time, so there's event colors out right now. So, yeah. But man, so I got like 5 Red Rex eggs going. I've almost got a full boss Red Rex raised right now. It's at
Nice.
77%. Only problem is you got a blue spine.
You've
And
dealt
get rid
another
of that
blow
blue
to
spine.
A.
So the worst part about
You're
this
not finished
taking
yet.
so long is that now, regardless, if I don't get the 5 eggs, right, I still have this red Rex to work with, but I gotta mate it with level 5 females, right, wild ones that I have to go tame, that all have black spines, and hope that the stats carry over right, which means I probably need about 10 to 20 wild level 5 females to, you know, get geared up, try to get the eggs right, and hope and pray that the stats will work out right, and all that, right? Because it's all random chance. I might get that to happen. But then the other thing is I have the 5 red Rex, guaranteed red Rex eggs that I'm supposed to be getting now. Hopefully the level's okay on the Rex, because if the level's okay, it will supersede all the stats, and I won't have to do as much work.
Oh yeah.
Because they're already the right colors, and they have, I think they're born with 31,000 health, which is 1,000 more than my old ones used to be, and they're also born with I think 1,200 and some odd melee. So that's just actually that's 200 more than what my other ones used to be. So
we go here.
a lot better.
Oh, it's the last one. All right, guys, here we go.
You've got 5 adaptoids.
Huh?
You got 1 adaptoid and 4 to 5 spin enemies. That's my guess.
No, I mean it's just the last gauntlet until we get the exotic gear.
I thought you were at the last round. I'm like, I can guess your enemies right now, bro. I got the dibs on the final level. Know what you're gonna be facing. Which, by the way, that game owes me back pay right now on my exotics. Like, where's my other previous?
It's a little bit
20
low. Yeah, no, I never got no exotics either. But see, with Hulk, you're fine with that.
You know what, screw it,
Challenge
she's not getting
4
on,
for a god roll. You get better stuff if you do it on challenge level 4, do you? I might as well try it. You know, do it on challenge level 4 for the last gauntlet. Although, if I'm going to do it on challenge level 4, maybe I should change out one of my pieces of gear to give me a little bit of extra health.
No, bro, they probably won't kill you.
I know they probably won't, but it's better safe than sorry, you know.
I ran it with 9,000 health on my Iron Man with my missile build.
I've done it before with that amount of health. I just like to be have a little bit more of a cushion if I can. Alright, then we'll go for challenge level 4. See if we can get a god roll.
It is better to be safe than sorry, that is true.
It might be... I've never... if anything, it's probably the best just to do it on the very last one to do it. 2 world pre-adaptoids. Yeah, I like to be a little bit more safer if I can, especially on brutal.
They will attack you on sight. I will provide tactical support.
Nobody wants to get restarted through all those gauntlets again in elevator scenes. I swear I spend like 90% of my time in elevators, bro. Like, oh my god, my cat just dug my foot. Hey, don't be doing that.
Alrighty. Well, let's get some god roll stuff here. Or, you know, I'll just die. One or the other. I've done this entire thing on brutal before. I just stopped doing it on brutal because I found I didn't get nothing.
Facts.
Like literally the first 2 times I ran this thing, I ran it both on brutal and I got nothing. That was before they guaranteed the exotics. But then I was just like, frig this. I ain't friggin' spending all the stress and time trying to friggin' do this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I ran a few of them on brutal, and then I think I ran 2 on normal. Or no, I ran 2 on brutal and like 1 or 2 on normal.
Yeah.
And then, the worst part is I also ran like every day. I was farming those stupid. What's that one? The elite heroic hive. I was every day farming 2 of them a day. So 14 layers, and I was doing 1 on brutal, 1 on normal every day. And then once a week I was doing that mega. but which I think I did 3 or 4 of them. I know I did 2 of them on brutal, and one of them I did on normal for the mega hype. And so
Absolutely
I'm
hate
still waiting on
teleporters.
back pay because I got nothing.
I want some back pay. Frig, as much as I grinded this game and got like 0 exotics, and then when they make it, it's like, oh, you want exotics? Okay, well, here, we'll just start handing them out.
The worst part is like the game's not hard, so I'm not daunted.
I don't know, I can't friggin' hit a friggin' enemy right now.
It's just you. Get good.
You gotta get good, frig.
But like, so I'm not daunted by the fact of like the game being hard, right? That's not my problem. My problem is I don't want to go in elevator scenes. So
I don't want to go.
why am I not
doomed
going
by
back?
the dreaded elevator.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous that I have like every section, and because the game's so easy to beat, right? Like you can just 5 missiles and everything's dead, you know, like pretty much. So every place I go, bam, 5 missiles, everything's dead. I go to move on. What am I spending most of my time in? Elevator scenes. Why? Don't know.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get no rewards, and now they're guaranteeing rewards, but I don't play it right now. So like, I mean, even
What
if
is
I
this
do go,
game?
even if I do go back to it, I'm just not sure why I want to plague myself with going through elevator scenes, because unless they make the content really hard, you know, to where I'm not in an elevator every 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And, you know, right? Like, because I'm literally going through, boom, 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 kill everything, go into elevator scene. Wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there. Get out, boom, 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 killed everything in like 30 seconds, minute maybe, back in elevator scene. Like, you know, I just don't want to go through elevator scenes. I'm sick of it. I just don't want to do it.
Especially when you're in the mega hive, and I want to know how many elevator scenes there actually would be in a mega hive.
Well, there's 6 levels on the first
6
bit,
levels.
so that's 5, and then you're guaranteed another. There's 4 for every gauntlet. At least 4. At least. Wait, no, it might be more than that because there's in between elevator scenes, isn't there? Or there's door loading.
There's doors,
screens.
but I don't think there's elevator scenes.
Okay, well, fair enough, but still. So you're looking at like 4 every gauntlet, and there's 8 gauntlets, and you're looking at 5 on the first one. So that 4 times 5 is 20, and then we got so then we can add another one on because of the 6, right? We're in the first bit. Makes it an extra floor. So you're looking at like at least 21 elevator scenes per mega hive.
That's a lot of time spending sitting on an elevator listening to
No music
the
at
same
all.
conversations.
all I listen to is my Iron Man going spamming emotes. I don't know. They need to kind of chill out, or at least make the content really hard to the point where if I'm in an elevator scene, it's only here and there because I'm actually having a struggle getting to the content. You know, that would be nice. Because then I'm spending so much more time fighting stuff, right? And they need to give, well, they've already given better rewards, right? So,
Yeah.
content now, so
Can't they just friggin' drop all the enemies in at once? I hate this friggin' like, oh, you got 3 enemies over here, 2 enemies over here, and like 1 enemy over here. So now I gotta run around and spend 18 years taking out each enemy.
luckily with Iron Man, that's not as big an issue. Just flying the airship.
Yeah.
It's not as bad. That part I don't have to struggle with as much. So
I like big groups of enemies. You can just wipe them all out with Hulk. Well, I'm not friggin' wasting a friggin' thunderclap on like 2 enemies.
2 enemies. So yeah, I really hope that the abominations are like really strong to the point where it's tough to get through the content. Because right now the content is stupidly easy.
Well, I know there's supposed to be like a mechanic that, like, there's mechanics definitely in it, and like one-shot mechanics too. So.
The scientists are safe. Sending them pickup coordinates so they can evacuate.
Yeah, but that might not rise enough issue because you got to remember I play on an Iron Man that has 9,000 health. Pretty much I am a one-shot. You know?
3,000 damage. That's like 20 times what you have. 3,000 damage.
Please get off. That was stupid.
Sorry, 300,000 damage?
During those 5 years, did you ever think you would come back to the Avengers?
I never left.
I'm not sure what my thunderclap's actually hitting right now. I didn't even look to see what it was hitting.
Don't want to hit too hard because I'm breaking the game again.
Yeah. Also, right now I don't have. Yeah, one sec here.
So, when do they say? Have they given any word on when Kate Bishop's coming out?
Yeah. Normally, I don't run this here piece. I just run on this, or no, this piece here to get me more health. Normally, I run I think this one here to up my stats, but got this one here to increase the damage with Bone Shaker is active. That one there that increases the damage with Bone Shaker is active. This one here, which is just the best statted thing because arm pieces don't really matter a whole lot, and then the damage buff. Kate Bishop is supposed to come out beginning of next month.
It's coming out with Labs, right?
I think Lab's supposed to come out before it. I'm not 100% sure, but
I'll have to give Labs a go and see how that is.
Yeah.
If you're down.
These enemies must be defeated.
Because I mean, if it's like super fun, you can play it with other people, and it's very challenging, and that's gonna be great. Because like right now, the only challenge that we've ran into in the game, let's face it, is having our character glitch and like lose his levels and die to one shots. Because he went from level 150 down to level 1. Like, you know, that's basically the reason we don't 5-star is that's the reason. Like something like that happens, or you fall to the map, or something dumb happens like that. It's not because you get killed by enemies, really. Not the enemies it's killing, it's not mechanics, it's just the game not working. So hopefully if the science thing comes out, I think even though my character's got like really low health and everything, I'm sure it should be fine. I have not really struggled that much as things killing me in such a way unless I'm bugged. Hopefully.
Stupid aerial enemies.
For the record, as much as I'm ripping it, because I know you're streaming and stuff like that here, as much as I'm ripping it and complaining about it, I do think that game is going to go places, but it's just going to be later on. I think right now they're really struggling to get the content out and to mold the game the way they need to. I think, though, in time, that game's going to be really good. It's not going to go away. That game is too big a name brand.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. You know? So, I think later on you're going to see that game really flourish. But it's not right now. It's honestly probably not going to be until next year sometime before gaming kind of gets on its feet a little bit. Unfortunately, that's my prediction. I think that it's not doomed. I just think that it's going to have a really rough time. I think that's why the player base has fallen off so hard. But I think you'll see it come back.
Oh yeah, it'll still go. Might just take a little bit to get to a really good point that a lot of people want to play it.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a lot going for it, right? Like, I mean, it's got really good graphics. I mean, that might have been the downside a little bit going with graphics, because that's what Anthem did, and, we all know what happened to Anthem. So, like, I feel like they kind of fell into that trap a little bit, but it looks nice. It's a good beat 'em up game, like, hitting the buttons and the combos, things like that. I kind of wish that you could like build things like, because I mean with Iron Man obviously the missiles hit higher damage, but I had a repulsor build that was way more fun to play, and it didn't hit as high a damage, but it was still just as survivable. The thing was a really good build, you know. So you don't need that high a damage to really like beat the game. Like everybody's going with these high damage, but you don't need it by no means because the game's not at that level where you need that kind of crazy damage. It's just kind of fun to do it. Just try to get through it as fast as you can or break the game. Because you're killing everything to it. But, yeah, I like that. I had way more fun playing that game with repulsors than I did with the missiles per se. But yeah, but it's got good mechanics that way for like the beat 'em up thing. I think that they really should have went. Like when you look at a character like Kamala Khan, right? You look at her, and right off the bat, you know that she's really good as a support character with her heals, right? Which is awesome, I think. But what I think that they did wrong is that they also made her very, very strong as a DPS, and that kind of makes me think like, okay, well, if you're gonna build something around a team-oriented thing, which I know that they kind of haven't, you know, they've kind of built it like solo player plus multiplayer. But if they had a, you know, that would have been really nice to keep that as like a really good support character. Like, don't build it for damage, you know, build it. But because you can build it any kind of way, there's really no point to, you know, I mean, everybody's going to build Kamala Khan for damage because there's really no point to have the heal. I mean, you can keep people's, like, supers going maybe, or like their overcharge state, right?
Yeah.
Which is good for support. But that's about all you're doing is like buffing other people. As far as the heals, they're not necessary until the game gets harder.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. So I kind of feel like right now they should have had a game that makes it a lot harder to fight things. And it's a lot more fun. It's a lot harder to get through, and then that way it would be viable for somebody like, you know, a character like Kamala Khan, and that way she'd be kind of deemed like a healer of the group. You know, so that'd be really nice. The fact that it's kind of like seesawing and like.
Well, see, they have that, and I'm hoping with it because they said they're going to bring out new skill trees for the characters. I'm hoping maybe they'll go into more of a way of you can like really focus into one skill tree and become like, if you want to be like a Kamala Khan healer, you could really focus into healing and just like become like a straight up healer.
I'm not sure if she has like a taunt or an aggro.
I don't think so.
But she's got like heals, and her damage is really superb as well, right? But you can sit there and say, okay, well, Kamala, I can build her as a DPS, but I also build her as a healer. But you can't say that about Iron Man. You can't say that about another character, like, hey, I'll build him as a healer and to this. You can't really do that, you know? And there's really no need for it either. So I just think that they need to, like, they gotta make the game harder, a lot harder, and they gotta give these characters like kind of like roles. Like, if you're gonna make her a support character, make it necessary for there to be like a support role, because there's really no point for it now.
Who's your worst enemy?
Yeah. If you need Kamala Khan to heal you right now because you know you're playing the game and you're dying, you need Kamala Khan. It's either one or two things: either you're really low level, you're not geared out right, like properly, or you just don't really know how to play the game that well. That's pretty much where you're at. You're getting whipped. It's just either your level's low, or you just don't really know what you're doing. Because there really should be no area for that. I mean, I play Iron Man at 9,000 health, and it's pretty.
You can sort of with Iron Man with the frig Hulk, friggin' speed up your jumps here a little bit. Because you can sort of stay out of the battle with Iron Man for the most part, and he deals so much friggin' damage. What the frig just happened there? For real?
Did you?
I just like insta-died.
Bro, on a Mega Hive?
Yeah. I don't even know, my friggin' health I was like hacking a terminal, my health started friggin' going down, and it was just like, blip, done.
Well, you have Thor on your team, right?
Oh yeah, I can still beat it with Thor, but I don't know how that friggin' happened.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You might kind of rip your Hulk.
Rip, stuff. Rest in peace, Hulk.
It's because I had you too much in thought about
I was like talking, I wasn't really paying attention, and
like over there deep diving into the game's idea of like what it's doing. Wasn't paying attention. Bam. Yeah,
well, I was still sort of paying attention. I was just like, I was taking damage, which was like, was fine, but it was just like freaking like, wham! I must have got hit by an enemy from behind or something.
Well, wouldn't that be the epitome of taking damage?
Yeah. Because I was getting hit by a laser, but lasers are fine.
These enemies must be defeated.
The worst thing is like those, like, what
Yeah.
those things, like the stiletto, those bombs. The stilettos are like the, I can't think of the names right now, but like the other ones, you know what I mean, like that are like the stilettos, like you have the teleporting man that goes invisible, and you have the
Yeah, the guys that shoot those electric shock thingamabobs at you.
all those different types of enemies. And sometimes they all run up in and just melee you and it hits really hard. Well, that's it, man. So, what do you plan to do? Are you starting all over? Or are you...
No, I'm not freaking doing this all over again. I'll just do it with Thor. If I don't die right now.
Don't die with that.
I was like so close to death. Oh my gosh, now freaking Daffodil used to freaking slam me and almost kill me. Holy frig!
You
Okay,
die.
I did.
Two-step. Two-step, you did not. What do you mean?
Oh, I'm so
Why
done.
are you throwing right now?
What
I wanna
the
feel bad, but I
flying
can't help
frick?
laugh right now. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
I'm laughing with you. I'm laughing. Rest in peace. Oh no.
Rest in peace.
On Gauntlet 8 too.
I
Like, it
know.
wouldn't have been so bad if it was Gauntlet 2 or 3, but like
Oh,
Gauntlet
yeah.
8.
I'd be fine with that. Might just have to restart this whole friggin' thing again.
Well, just you know what? Like, look at the bright side. Restart the whole thing. At least you get your Hulk gear. You know.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to restart. My cap can't do this anyhow.
Captain America, it's left to you. All up to
Captain
you.
America, it's up to you. I know you can't kill anything, but... Alright, Cap. Time to go to your death. And we'll have to run this all over again. Oh, I have all this this week off. I'll just friggin'... Oh, I'm gonna be on tonight, so I'll just grind it tonight some.
Not doing so hot.
How did you let that? I'm still baffled that that went so badly for you.
Everything happened all at once, man.
You'll make it, okay? Have faith.
We'll redo it. I'm not even gonna beat it on Cap, because even if I could beat it on Cap, I don't really want the exotic gear for Cap.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that route either. No, screw this. Raiden's not gonna be getting on, so I'm just gonna make it for myself. I'm gonna make myself a vault, man. You know, I'm gonna start saving up for my Rex eggs. I can't be waiting all the time. But we're gonna be doing this. Wait, crap! I can't make it while alive. Oh crap! I need some individuals.
Alright, well, let's start back at Gauntlet level 1, you know how it is. So I love running these Mega Hives so much.
I don't know what to do, I'm just laughing. Like... oh no. I guess like the worst thing to happen too, right? I've never had it happen like that far in. The farthest I got was I think Mega Hive level 3. That was with my repulsor build.
I've died on Gauntlet like level 2 before, but I've never died at that stage before. It's not too bad as long as you're within under the half.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Yeah, it feels bad, two-step. That feels bad, bro.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces.
you had Bone Shaker up, right?
No, because I was hacking a terminal.
You didn't have Bone Shaker up. I thought you proc Bone Shaker before hacking.
Well, no, because I knew I was going into the next room where I was going to need Bone Shaker, so I was just going to hack the terminal, but that laser brought me down to half health, and then,
This will be a rewarding but grueling
yeah,
mission.
a,
All our efforts
Dude,
against
flex
AIM
on.
have led us to
yeah,
this point.
enemy came in and friggin' just
Our
showed me
best
who was
chance for
boss.
success will be to have
Like,
Avengers
bro,
ready to
not
step
today.
in should a teammate become incapacitated.
Not today.
Yeah, he ran at me. Not today, Junior.
Well, at least you... I
Yep,
don't really know
3
what
more
this looks
hours
like.
of grinding. You know, you love to see it.
Hey, just think of all the elevator scenes you get to do again.
Oh yeah.
Like, be excited, you know? Just think about how great it's going to be for you. You love them, right? You said everybody secretly loves them. Is that what you said?
Uploading the entrance's coordinates to your HUD.
Wait, hold on. Why can't I pick up?
See, I was hoping I was going to be able to run some Tachyon Rifts tonight, stuff like that. Play with some people and stuff like that. Now I gotta friggin'... I'm gonna take up friggin' half my time tonight friggin' rerunning this stuff.
Dude, I almost just lost a vault, brother.
I've
Just
marked the
crafted a vault
HIVE's
and
entry
almost lost it,
terminal
man.
on your HUD.
Oh, really?
I think you have a hard time, bro. I could freak out.
I gotta friggin' grind another friggin' 3 to 4 hours to friggin' beat through this friggin' repetitive friggin' hive.
I mean, do you really, though? You have to do it?
I do.
Access
I
that
have to
terminal.
pay somebody in ingots tomorrow, or maybe the next day. So I need a place to put my ingots. You, they're playing a game that you can beat with, like, all blue gear. So, you're really... You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you're playing a game that isn't even relevant anymore.
It's got a bigger playbase than your game, what you mean?
Ark? I don't know about that.
It might. I don't know.
It might.
That game took a huge dip. It might. It might not too. It very well might not. But
No,
I'm throwing that out there, just literally just blowing smoke. Really, honestly.
oh, Ark might
I don't know.
actually, because I think still PC plays it. Like PC on this game totally died. So
I don't know that for a fact. Laugh, it's true though. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that's actually the case?
How you doing, man?
I don't know where I want to put this vault at, man. Like I'm having difficulties. I don't know where to put it. Give me to put it.
An elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
Yeah, I
Every
mean,
member of the elite team
Ark's
must be
fun.
defeated.
Like I like Ark in just a creative sense,
Mhm.
but when it comes to like competitive stuff, I really appreciate Apex is probably my favorite game competitive. And then MMO wise, I guess I have to say ESO is the one I play the most. I would love it to be. I would love that to change and for Marvel's Avengers to be like top.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
Like if it could like level out to be like where Destiny is, it'd be crazy.
yeah, I think eventually it will. It'll take a little bit for it to get there, but
Well, it's not going to go away as far as like the games. We got support. Well, I don't know. So Square Enix, right? Like you look at the developers and you're like, okay, the game should be good, right? Because the development's good, right? But here's the problem, okay, is that we're having issues like we're having in that game, and then we know for a fact that Square Enix, you know, deals with Final Fantasy and games like that, right? Which are really like Final Fantasy 14. I have not played it myself, but I've heard nothing but good stuff from it.
yeah, I played it a little bit. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, so like you know that they deal with MMOs like that, so I just don't know where they went wrong, because this isn't really supposed to be an MMO, I guess. But I think that's part of its problem. It doesn't know what it's supposed to be. Like people might say, "Oh, well, it's a Marvel game," but is it though? Because like Marvel games are, you know, generally solo, right? It's, with the exception of like something like Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, which was, by the way, really fun. Really enjoyed that.
I like Marvel's Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, But I feel like this game's kind of just in this middle ground where it doesn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't know what it is. Like, can you say it's an MMO? Not really. You know, maybe by a technicality, but not really, not by how it performs.
Yeah.
Can you say that it runs like, you know, is it like a solo game? Well, not really. It's not a solo game either, right? You know, even though it's tried to be in some ways, it's not really that either. You know, like, it's I guess just classed as an RPG. Yeah,
Neutralize them.
some sort of RPG game, but it's not really competitive. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really have a genre where it needs to be. It's like kind of trying to dab into everything. It's trying to be like part of everything. Like, it wants to be part like an MMO, part like a, you know, other solo game, part like, you know, it just needs to settle down and figure out what it wants to do. And in doing that, I think it's gonna help it out a lot once it figures out what it wants to be. I think if they make the game hard, like a lot harder, make the raids, like, so you need other people, right, and harder, right?
I think the raids, like the Omega level threats, are gonna be like, you can't play it without 4 people.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with the idea that if it's an abomination as the boss. I think they should have really added it. If it's gonna go with the whole idea of cloning villains, they should have added a different villain. Like added.
Well, I think they're planning on doing it, but there's just so much they gotta do with this game right now, right?
But anyways, I mean, there's hope for the game, but it's got some issues. You know what else is an issue? The fact that everything is always putting the element on scholarships. Alright, well. Anyhow, I mean, but at least they got the exotics. I mean, they figured out the drop rate, at least for the work, you know. Hopefully, if it is abominations that we have to fight, which is sounding like that's what we have to do, is abominations. I really hope that when we go in there to fight them, that there's like tons of mechanics, like a lot. Like there's a lot to get. You know what I mean? I need that game to be hard, please. Yeah. Please make it difficult. And they could have took a little side piece from like what ESO does, where there's like a normal mode and then there's a veteran mode, right? And veteran is clearly a lot harder, but it also gives you a lot better rewards, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, if you have like a casual player, it's just like, you know, or maybe it's like a 6-year-old or something. It's like, oh, I don't want to play, you know, the hard content. Well, change the difficulty. But right now, changing the difficulty in that game right now doesn't really do anything. Maybe it might take a little bit longer, a few more overshields on enemies, but it doesn't really change nothing. You know what I mean? So maybe they fix that. Maybe they have like one mode where there's like tons of mechanics, really hard to get through, but you're guaranteed like this sort of set exotic, and that's part of a set piece, and if you get all the sets, you know, all exotics for it, and that set you get a 5th bonus, or a 4th bonus rather. Like, you know, maybe like make it worthwhile, make it a reason to go in there.
Well, they should really up the like if you are playing a hard difficulty, there should be a lot higher of a chance to actually drop gear, right? It shouldn't just be like, oh yeah, you get a slight chance of dropping.
I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better.
I will say this, I hope they continue the story, and I hope they make it so that you can replay the story, because I really did enjoy the story of that game. Really, I had a lot of fun with that.
Attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminal.
The story for that game is really good, I think. For what it's worth, you know, like for what they're trying to do with the game. They had a good story, and I would love to see that like continue with like good segments, like not short ones, but like decent sized segments. But even if I could replay the story.
Well, they are doing that. And then apparently, yeah, with every new release, like they're gonna be adding to the story, so.
That helps. Thank you.
That's good. That's good then.
Beginning infiltration.
Like when Kate Bishop comes out, she's gonna have like her storyline's gonna add to the main story. Same as Hawkeye, same as Black Panther. Black Panther's supposed to be the first big, huge DLC that'll give us a new region and everything.
I wonder why they chose to go with Black Panther, like, or not Black, like Wakanda. Was it like to honor Chad Boswick's memory thing?
He was supposed to come out like right, like pretty much first, like I think before Kate Bishop. But then he, like when he died, they said like they didn't want to put him out because then people might think that they're just trying to use him as a like he died so that to drive sales or whatever. So they postponed him.
I think for Wakanda though, is like Wakanda being another DLC area. I think they're probably doing that just because that's all they got to pull off right now. Because you look at the MCU and you have Earth, right? And the other locations that you really had was Asgard, and that got destroyed. And you had Wakanda, and so like there wasn't a lot of like separate locations really. I mean, there was different places, of course, but like different places where the stories took place is what I'm trying to get at, I guess. So, you know, with Thor movies, it was obviously Asgard, and of course, and some of the, couple of the things that happened in those Thor movies rolled over into the Avengers movies. But mainly Wakanda, with their little army of people that they had going on, right? That was like the thing that was really the big scene of the Avengers movie, plus the Black Panther movie. So I feel like those two locations, so maybe they just didn't have a lot to choose from. I'm just kind of wondering why they went with, you know, Wakanda as being the first DLC, but or maybe they just wanted to release it with Black Panther.
Well, I think that's why they wanted to release it with Black Panther. And none of the other characters that they're really releasing have like their own place.
Yeah.
Tony changed the background on my laptop.
If they bring Wolverine, I'm sold though. Like, I'm sold.
Don't worry. I'll help you change.
I mean, I already like Iron Man. I like a lot of the characters that they already have, and you know they're doing. It's just I would just have fun hacking the heck out of people with Wolverine. I love it.
Yeah, if they do Wolverine right, it could be really fun. Like a ton of healing with like,
can you imagine? I found in Ultimate Alliance his healing factor wasn't like that strong.
no.
I guess you can't have it too OP, right? Stop it.
Yeah, in that game you couldn't really have it because I mean, just where everything was in that game. I don't know. You couldn't really have like an overly powered.
Growing up too fast. I gotta punch a metal one quicker.
The team are no longer at threat.
Ingalls. Yeah, I'm surprised the guy even wanted. He basically just said he's like, hey, you know, I got a lot of poly at the moment. You know, he's like, if you're just starting off again, he's like, I had help when I was getting back on my feet. He's like, so I'll just, you know, if you do, he's like, I'll ask for ingots for it. He wanted 1.5 per egg, and then he said, which, you know, I wanted 3 eggs at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, alright, so that's like 4.5k, right? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, if you will deliver it, he's like, I'll throw in 2 more Rex eggs for free.
Yeah.
So, 5k ingots for 5 eggs. It's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good deal. You know? Chair every now and then you hear that clunking. It does that, like, get all squeaky on me.
Squeaking clunk.
I don't think, yeah, it can't handle my weight, bro. It's an old used computer chair, so it was kind of like rugged when I got it, so I don't think I'm helping it.
These enemies must be defeated.
I don't know what its regulation is, but I'm not heavier. How to deal with it. told her that I had. I told her that I had the stuff, but I got impatient. Making the stuff to make a bolt.
Is Rated actually getting on?
She was. Well, she's been getting on like crazy. Yeah, playing this game.
Oh, has she?
Oh yeah. Helping me build it. We got like the base is all set up. Like, we even got greenhouse all set up, which she did, but it took her like a long time to figure out how to do it. I think I built the house in less time. I was just kind of there helping a little bit. She did most of it. She was watching some guy's video, but he like some of the stuff he was doing wasn't adding up, so we had to like take it all down. We ended up taming like a mammoth. We got a full-fledged 3-story building. That's done. We have a small little hatchery off the side. We got like industrial forge, but like instead of before how we had like all separate buildings with all of our own stuff.
Yeah.
Right now we're just kind of consolidating under one roof, and we got a really fairly big base for the one building we have. And the hatchery is another 2 buildings, but they're very small. So have a lot of yard. Everything's set up with DB gates.
The enemies have been defeated.
So we went to town on it. It helped because it was the event. So had 2 times on resources farming. So every time we hit a rock, we'd get a lot more stone, so it was easier.
Oh.
Yeah. And I asked Maverick and Iceman if they had any dinos for sale, and they ended up giving me a free Giga, and then they gave us Anki, RG, Dododicarus, and a beaver, but I killed the beaver. So I went to go pick Rated up while she was riding on the beaver, with the RG, but it shoved the beaver into the ground, and I guess anti-meshed and killed the whole beaver and all of its resources. Just deleted it instantly.
Kill the poor beaver?
Well, it got instant deleted. It was not my... how did I know that was going to happen? I didn't know it was going to happen.
That's like what happened to me on Gauntlet level 8. It just got instantly deleted.
So, yeah, but you were getting shot by a laser, so there was no risk of death. For me, I was just flying through the air. There should have been no risk of death at all for that beaver. The beaver was chilling, and all of a sudden, bam, sunk him in the ground and killed him.
Every member of the elite team
I sunk him in I didn't know what happened to him. I went and picked him up, and I failed, right? Didn't pick him up. Apparently I did, and shoved him in the ground and killed him. So I fly back around, and I don't see no beaver. Just Raiden, I was like, Raiden, where's the beaver? She's like, I don't know, it's right here somewhere. I'm like, oh, there's no beaver there. She's like, no, and I was like, then I said, oh no, please don't tell me that. Because then it hit me, I knew what happened.
The team are no longer a threat.
So it's not bad, but... Do you ever, when you're streaming, do you ever get these, like, this bot that comes in and just spams wannabe famous buy followers?
Sweet, can I buy followers? How much will it cost for all of you guys?
I don't think they're real followers, though. I think,
no, there's websites you can go onto, so you can like sort of like you can buy someone to come and sub to your channel or follow you on Twitter, or not Twitter, but Twitch.
Yeah, but like, what's the good if they don't watch you though?
Well, that's what I mean. It literally just gives you numbers.
Yeah, anyways, I get these stupid bots that pop in, and I'm like, you know what, if you really cared, bot, you would stay and view this. You'd view my footage. You'd just watch me, bro. If you really cared, don't come in here and start spamming stuff in my chat. What are you doing?
How do they get those things? What do you want to go those things?
Which is ironic.
Hey, I think I actually need that. Cosmic, was that what I was going for with Thor? Might have been.
Oh, I forgot to check. This guy
that. Check those out. No, it might have been this stuff here. Plasma might have been. I don't know anymore. I don't care about that. How much stuff does it have for us? This is a proficiency.
For a moment there, I was looking, I was like, why are they trying to sell these Reapers, but they keep looking at them through a spyglass, and I remembered that they'll kill you if you... they'll kill you if you
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to like impregnate your character or something. With
What?
one of the
Oh,
babies,
yeah,
and
right.
When it bursts through with from you or something, you gotta be careful because
Oh
it
my
like
gosh, my
kill you.
space is full.
Hey, well,
Delete a whole
if
bunch
these
of
Rexes
stuff.
that I'm buying for the eggs, bro, like you're down to hit the boss fights upon this game, right?
Oh yeah, I'll jump over there to do up boss fights.
Do you remember where we first kind of set up before we moved over to the cliffside where we stayed last time?
Uh-huh.
Right. So that's where our base is right now. It's in the same spot. Like, remember where there's like Rexes coming through the roof and everything?
Yes.
And we kept fast traveling back for us. So we're at that spot, that little bend near Giga Mountain.
Okay.
So if you're ever wondering where the base is, we're there. If you look around the enclosure, I guess, or around the Behe gates, you can crawl underneath a few of them in the back. So if you happen to get on and we're not on or something, and you're like, okay, well, I found their base, but I don't want my character to get eaten alive, you can you can crawl in underneath one of the things and just come running here, and then later on we can get you in the tribe and everything.
Hmm.
I don't know how did your character get like deleted, by the way, in this game? Because
I have
Raven's
no
was
idea.
still there, mine was still there.
Unless I was on a different server when I last left. I didn't think I was, but...
You might have been, dude, because remember we would go on adventures and you'd be like, oh, I gotta go off, I gotta take off. You gotta be like, go work or something, or Emma got up or something. Maybe that's what happened. Well,
could be.
I got a feeling that it was probably on Extinction server then.
Wait a minute.
You were probably trying to run drops. We should go check that server out.
Good.
I forget what the server name, what number was though now, I'm trying to think of it. Server... It was... I might still have it favorited. I'll have to check. If I can figure out the server number, I might be able to find your character again.
Hmm.
But it wasn't matter. I mean, we got gigas and stuff like that. We could easily level you. Just grab a giga and go run and I don't know, kill a bunch of alphas or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, you could do that.
I just realized my whole shirt just got ripped in the back of it.
Alright guys, I'll do one more here and then I gotta take off for a bit, but I'll be back on later tonight and stream the rest of it. Also, I'll be doing a run-in with people, so if you do want to run with me and you're on PlayStation, I'll be doing that as well when I get back on, so...
We're all counting on you.
Alright.
Head for the location on your HUD.
Oh, targets have to be defeated. Gosh darn it.
Valkyrie just sent me a picture of a lemon that's cut in half in a big lemon pile or something. Or maybe it's oranges. So this little gecko sticks his tongue on it and drinks. What is Yankees take? They have these like weird crystal white ones up too.
Oh, really?
The enemies have been defeated.
It takes regular kibble, it takes 16 now. It's crazy. some regular kibble. And that is made with medium egg, which is an Anki. I want to get my own like little personal Anki. They're one of my favorite farming dinos, so
Yeah.
I need to see what kind of. Well, they start. They keep messaging me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, what is this? Hatchy Rhino. Is Hatchy Rhino one of them? It is. Hey, we got eggs, man. We got eggs. We can do this. Jeez. This stupid chair. It squeaks so much. What do they want now? Oh, this guy must be that.
AIM has a server bank nearby.
Crap.
There they are. Neutralize them.
Terminal hacked.
What's your take on Ghost of Tsushima? Or Yushima, whatever it's called?
Seems fun. Haven't played it a ton, so.
AIM will
Everywhere
throw
I see
everything
like
at
little
you to
clips
keep
of it
their
and stuff and
servers
all, it
intact.
just looks like everything's
Destroy
red.
them all.
Things right.
Yeah,
Oh, it has a red tinge to it, but
yeah, like it's like really, I would say like tinge more like saturation. Red saturation is what I would go with. It's all, right?
Server has been
Am I wrong?
destroyed.
Or is it just me maybe?
it could just you. I didn't find it was that red.
That's weird, yeah. Looks interesting.
Good night.
So right now there's room in the main building for you to have like a bedroom area.
Okay.
Stuff. That's the way we have kind of set up, but it's you're gonna have to take the smaller room. It was decided.
I get the smaller one.
It was decided because you don't play very often. It's like he was like he's gonna have to settle with it. And it ain't. And the room isn't done built yet. It ain't built yet. So
So I get the smallest unbuilt room.
there's no room there. You have to build a room there, but yeah, and it's right next to the generator, so it's nice
AIM
and loud.
server bank is down.
Nice.
I love how you're just loving it right now. You just want to see it. Do you want a tour? Yeah, it's a bit of a tight knit spot right now, right? Like
Yeah.
basically like we're raising the dinos inside the basement or like the bottom floor,
Mm.
and then where the second floor is like the main. It's where the snails are and the dung beetles are, and it's also where
If you can gain control of AIM's
the
network
cryopods for
temporarily,
like the
I can
general use is going
infiltrate
to
their
be, or for
security
like
system.
selling dinos.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to
So
put
I can
personal
get you
ones
inside
up
the
in
lab.
our individual rooms. So that way nobody's, you know, like, so I'm not like taking your dino that you want or whatever.
Mhm.
AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better. AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminal. You cannot let them. Beginning infiltration.
You infiltrate that system, Jarvis.
The shutdown protocol is progressing.
You asked for this.
AIM has initiated their shutdown protocol. I'm inside AIM security system.
No.
Beginning infiltration.
Now you've done it.
AIM is trying to remove me from their system. That helps, thank you. AIM has initiated their shutdown protocol.
Okay.
That helps, thank you.
Oh.
That helps, thank you.
Does it really?
I'm inside AIM security system.
No, not spin enemies.
Helps, thank you.
Come on, Jarvis, hack this system already. Gosh.
The shutdown protocol is progressing.
Seems like it's the longest hack I've ever seen.
Dude, I can't spell, bro. I just kept trying to spell nowhere, N-O-W-E-R-E. Didn't put the H in there. Like, and I did it like 3 times. Retyped it 3 times, and I'm like, what is wrong? I need to use autocorrect to realize there's an H. I'm so dumb. What the hell?
Thank you.
What's wrong?
I've reached AIM security network.
No time, Jarvis.
Destroy the AIM power core. Use the terminal. I'll get you past security. Destroy all the power core.
Oh, you son of a gun.
That power core is finished. Power core down.
Okay. Oh, shielding up adaptoid.
Wait, that guy had a big old current marker.
All power cores destroyed. Well done.
Goodness.
The guy was telling me, the guy that's giving me a deal
okay,
on
big
the
guy?
Rex Eggs was just messaging
Ready
me.
for more?
Oh yeah.
And, he was
Good.
talking about how he lost everything and stuff. And he's basically under the same situation as we were, to a point. Only we had our thing bug out with electrical cables. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'd still have everything, right?
Mhm.
I still have my collection of red dinos, black and reds, all that good jazz. But,
Head for the location on your HUD.
so he was saying about that, and I was like, yeah. He said everything died before they had cryopods, but what was happening with ours is that our electrical cables broke, like auto-decayed or whatever, right? And then
Yeah.
we repaired them, and I checked one of my fridges, and I noticed that all the dinosaurs' cryopods were obviously not charging because the things, ran out of charge. And then I found out that
These enemies must be defeated.
the next day after I fixed them, they were broken again. And I fixed them again, and they were broken again. And during that time, while I was fixing them and checking them every day, within the next 3 days, I found out that our fridges, for some reason, all of our dinos inside the cryopods just automatically went from like 24 days or whatever it had left on it to 0. They all died. Like they just one by one fridges kept dying. Like I don't understand what was happening. But I think what I should have done, because what I should have done is I should have just kept getting on. Because I was still at the time playing Apex, I should have just spent a lot more time and like moved the cryopods to a different area or built them the fridge.
The enemies have been
Had
defeated.
realizing that that's what was going on, and I should have, had like a little fail-safe area or something had I known, because I seen what was happening. It took 3 days for it to finally finish doing what it was doing to us.
Yeah.
I just thought that eventually by repairing the cables that it would fix it, but nope. So I think next time if I see that happen again, I'm going to take our resources, build however many fridges we need, set them on a platform in like a small little room, like a little 4x4 or something, run a generator to it and put electricity to it and just, move everything, and that way it should keep everything fresh.
An elite
Yeah.
AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
He said, I just told this guy a big paragraph like what happened to us. He says, unlucky, that happened to a guy on Facebook not long ago, and he lost like 3 years worth of dinos because his cryo fridges wasn't charging his cryopods, even with a thing it was a thing for a while to turn your power off and just in case.
Team are no longer a threat.
Not sure if it's happening. It's still happening though. So yeah, I guess it was a thing happening where. Okay, I guess you gotta turn your power on.
Alrighty guys, well that's it for me for right now. We'll be back on in a couple hours, but yeah. Catch you then.